What's going on, Bulls Nation? Welcome into CHGO Bulls Pregame, presented to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook. Download the app and use that promo code CHGO when you sign up. Happy Friday. Happy day after Thanksgiving. Happy Black Friday.
Yeah.
I'm Peck. You can follow me on Twitter at Bulls_Peck. My guys, Big Dave is at BAWL Sports. Will the GOAT back from Milwaukee. He is at Will_Gottlieb on Twitter. Filling in for Joey again today. It's our guy Steven rocking the controls. What up, Steven?
Glad to be here, guys. We're gonna get another dub today.
Glad
Keep
to
the
be
streak
here.
going.
Holding down the empty fort at CHGO Studios tonight. Friday night, everybody else is enjoying their holiday weekends, but we are here because Bulls.
Yes.
Because Bulls.
And excited to be here.
Bulls.
Because of Bulls. And ready to be here.
Ready to
because
be here.
Of Bulls.
I am very happy to be here.
Very happy to be here. Is the World
excited.
Cup still happening right now or no?
No, well, because it's in Qatar, all the kickoffs, like the latest kickoffs, like USA England today was 1 p.m.
Okay.
So the kickoffs are like 4 a.m., 9 a.m., some 10 a.m.s, and then either noons or 1s.
Nope. I did watch it though.
You watched the game
I
today?
did. You asked me to watch it.
Did you watch the full 90?
No, because I forgot. That's your fault. You were supposed to
I
remind
should
me.
have told you.
But I caught the end. I was thinking about 70 minutes in.
Okay.
And then I turned it on. And I was like, oh, yeah.
It was,
That was a great game.
It was a great game, and I know, Big Dave, you are one of those typical like Americans who don't understand in like soccer. People are like, "Oh
No,
yeah,
I understand
There's
it.
something
I
so
just don't
exciting
like it."
about a 0-0 tie." It was.
I understand it very well.
A 0-0 draw today, and it was riveting. I was glued to my seat.
Hey, I got some of the best sleep ever. So, yeah, I appreciate it.
Really wanted that W, but I will take the draw. All comes down to USA versus Iran on Tuesday.
So there's 2 games and they haven't scored a goal, right?
No, it was a 1-1 draw against Wales.
Oh, 1-1
in their
against
first
Wales.
game.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. 2 draws.
Yep.
Exciting.
2 draws, 2 points. Everything comes down to how they do against Iran on Tuesday.
How you think they're going to do?
I feel good about it. They should beat Iran based on what I've seen in their first 2 games. The USA looked like the better squad. Iran got worked by England in the first game. They lost 6-2, but then they got a surprise upset win over Wales today.
They were talking crazy.
2-0, 2 goals late in stoppage time.
I tell you what, I was more fascinated by the stories of the players than I was the actual game. Even though I could tell, actually it felt like just watching it with those 70 minutes that USA should be winning that game. That's just how it felt. I don't know how y'all felt, but that's just how it felt watching it, just that limited amount of time. But the president of Liberia, like his son plays for Team USA. That was wild to me. I was like, wow, that's really interesting. And then I went back to sleep, and it was cool, man. But yeah, it was great.
Almost said a really nice thing, and then you just
why
had
would
to
I
ruin
do
it.
it? Do you hear the stuff you say about what I like? This is where I get mine in right here.
You guys need to spend a day, 12 hours watching wrestling, 12 hours.
Yeah.
watching
He's done it.
Yeah.
He spent
And
7
just-
hours.
I've watched
watching
wrestling.
He's done this.
It is nothing close to the World Cup. Nothing close to the World Cup.
He spent 7 hours watching wrestling. He did that. I will happily spend that time watching soccer. I have no issue with that. And then I will do what he does and just talk shit the entire time.
You would have enjoyed yourself more if you came out to the pub with me and my boys like I asked you to.
Yeah, but poor me. I love my mother.
I know.
You
had a valid
Sorry.
reason to not
You know
be
what I mean?
there.
She got some good sleep during that game too. So we appreciated it, man. It was good. Good looking out.
Before we dive into tonight's Bulls Thunder matchup, yes, this is Bulls pregame, not a World Cup show, but I'm sorry, I couldn't not talk about it. It's the biggest sporting event in the world, and it's going on right now.
In the world, that's true.
Black Friday.
Yes.
I made quick mention of it in that intro. It is Black Friday everywhere in the world, especially here at CHGO.
Yes.
Check out that merch locker, y'all.
Look at it.
Up to 50% off almost every single item in that merch locker. We've got some new awesome merch, including that winter beanie with the Chicago CHGO flag on it.
I need to get
Love that. Already have one on the way.
Yeah.
We've got the King in the Fourth shirt that we recently dropped. We've got this Bulls CHGO script shirt that I'm rocking tonight.
Ooh, I see you in there too.
So many. There's still the QB1 water slide shirt.
Ooh.
We re-upped on that. Those are available.
Very
Get them
popular.
while they are still there. And then also, as you see our guy Steven throwing up on that graphic, if you are a diehard member or become a CHGO diehard member, you get that 20% off membership discount on top of our Black Friday sale. That's basically just free Chicago merch.
That's like 70%. Man, that's crazy.
That is.
Dude. That's crazy, man.
A in math class tonight, Big Dave. That is 70% off.
And you don't have to get off your couch. This is the best thing of all. You can sit right there on your couch and continue to watch sports and eat leftovers.
Yeah.
Or sleep in Dave's case.
Or sleep. Or turn on the World Cup and get you a good nap. Like anything. You can do all of those things.
Yeah.
Just sitting on your couch, saving yourself some money.
I can't believe people still do that part where they like use their legs and cars and whatever to go.
Yeah.
One of my boys I was watching the USA England game with this afternoon, shout out to Hogel, and shout out to his wife Maud. He was like, "Oh yeah, Maud was like up and out of the house by, like before 6 a.m. this morning to go do her Black Friday shopping." And I was like, "What?
Why?
Why?"
It's a tradition among some families. Like
I
they
guess.
really get out there and do that, man.
You know what I really like
Not
to do
mine.
with
No.
a full gut from the night before to the day after Thanksgiving is get trampled at a Walmart. I really, just really at the top of my priority list.
It's the thing to do, man. And you want to watch wrestling tonight, Matt?
No,
Wrestling's on.
I really don't.
You don't want to do that?
No, I
Okay,
really
all
don't.
right, just checking.
No, I want to sleep.
You want to? You missed your chance.
Everybody, hit
watch the
that
Bulls.
link
Damn it.
in the YouTube description if you're watching pregame with us to that CHGO merch locker.
Yeah.
Incredible deals. And it's not just Black Friday. We're keeping that sale going all through Cyber Weekend.
Nice.
And Cyber Monday.
Nice.
So y'all still have 72 hours to get that shopping done at our CHGO merch locker. There's so much awesome stuff in there. Go check it out.
It's beautiful,
Go
man.
get your holiday shopping done.
Do it.
For your loved ones.
Yes.
And for yourself.
And for yourself. That's right.
All right.
Money saved.
Bulls.
Yeah.
Coming off of two huge wins, gentlemen, beating the two best teams in the East, the two most recent reigning Eastern Conference champions, beat the Bucks on Wednesday, beat the Celtics on Monday.
Yes.
They are now in OKC for game 2 of this huge, long road trip, trying to get win number 3. Quickly, injury report.
Okay.
Good news for the Bulls. Dragic, who was out on Wednesday, was upgraded from doubtful to questionable to now will available tonight.
Available.
Huge after
He
getting
is
that
available.
stinger in his shoulder in their game on Monday.
Wow.
Will be nice to have him back,
is
although
huge.
after the way Kobe had some huge plays,
Yeah.
how's Billy going to go with those minutes,
I mean, he might, he's back. I want to know if it's one of those he's back, but will play him if it's necessary kind of things.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, Billy likes to kind of feel it out and see how guys look, and then based on that, like multiple times he said, once you're down 15 points, your rotations are out the window. You just got to figure it out based on, trying to see what works. In the last game, we saw Kobe playing great in the fourth quarter, and it was like they needed shooting out there. They needed scoring. So I think it'll just kind of depend. But that's a good problem to have, right? Like you have so many different options. You have guys that can play to different styles. It's a good place to be.
And then in other good news, Javonte Green, who did prop up on the injury report after he had that hard fall in the game against the Bucks on Wednesday, fell on his back. You could see he was writhing in pain for a while after that play with a lower back contusion, also active and available to play tonight, which is good because you need your 5 Javantes out there.
You think after that back injury, man, that knocked out at least
I don't think
one
they
of them.
could survive with just 4 Javantes.
Yeah, I'm about to
No,
say.
we
yeah,
need
man.
all 5.
They need all 5 Javantes.
Yeah, one of them need to rest tonight, so it'd be okay. It'd be all right.
And then as far as the Thunder are concerned, injury report-wise, Holmgren obviously lost for the whole rookie season, which is really unfortunate.
Shame.
Sort of, that weird thing. I think we may have talked about it during the offseason when it happened. He got hurt playing in that Pro-Am game, in that one of those crossover games back in the summertime with the Liz Frank injury to his right foot. So he is obviously on the shelf. In addition to that, Mike Muscala, who has made over a dozen appearances for this Thunder team so far this season, out with a finger. So
Out with a finger.
Minor injury report for both teams and nothing but good news on the Bulls front.
That's true, man. But this is a team, Will, that I know that you like, and you just can't take them lightly. Even though they're young, and don't have everybody there, they can still whoop your ass.
It's one of those, it's kind of a trap game, right? Like,
Yeah.
you just have these 2 massive wins against literally the 2 best teams in the East.
Yeah.
And now you're on this 6-game road trip. You've got Phoenix next, who's playing, at a top 2 in the West caliber. You've got Utah, who is, I think last time I checked, number 1 in the West. You've got the Warriors, defending champs, and you got the
Yeah.
Kings, who are the hottest team in the NBA. Like,
Yeah.
where are these wins going to come from? It's so hard to figure out this team. You lose to the Magic. You just have rock bottom, and then you come back and you beat the best two teams in the East. Like, what do you do? What is this team? I think this is a game where they can come out and like set the tone and say, we're going to start taking games seriously now. We're not going to fall into this trap of losing to bad teams and then going down early or whatever it is. Like, they need to, like, this needs to be a statement game.
Yeah, statement game. King in the comments saying we can win this game if we hit the boards and play defense. I mean, you would love to see the Bulls keep that level of intensity that they had on the defensive end in that win against Milwaukee on Wednesday. That was some of the best defense we've seen this team play all season. King also saying we have to move on without Lonzo. Don't expect him back anytime soon. Did anyone suggest anything to the contrary? I know we got like a quote-unquote update on Lonzo, like a week or so ago, Will, from Billy Donovan, that was like, yeah, he's making progress. He's coming along, doing some stuff in the pool, still nowhere close to actually running up and down a basketball court. So, as far as injury reports go, you sarcastically said to me earlier tonight, Will, when you got here, Lonzo is out tonight.
Yeah, he is out.
Still out.
Can confirm Lonzo will not play tonight.
All right, we got to take a quick break to shout out our friends at DraftKings. While we're doing that, hit that thumbs up button if you're watching along with us on YouTube, and get some fun same-game parlays in while you got time before tip-off. Today's episode, pregame, brought to you guys by DraftKings Sportsbook.
DraftKings!
Hoops fans, the NBA season is heating up. Still so many unknowns. Who's winning MVP? Luka? Steph? Giannis? Tatum! When I'm looking to get in on the action, I bet with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official betting partner of the NBA and our official betting partner here at CHGO. New customers can bet just $5 pregame on any moneyline bet for an NBA game to win their chance at $150 if that team wins your moneyline bet. And check this out. Right now, everyone can earn up to 100% boost with DraftKings stepped-up same-game parlays. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app, place the same-game parlay, and combine multiple bets like which team will win, total rebounds, and more. I told y'all I went all out. I got a 7-legger on Bulls Thunder tonight. I've been doing 3, 4, 5-leg parlays most of this season. I'm in the holiday spirit.
And when you win, you're going straight to the CHGO locker.
Straight to the CHGO locker and or the casino. We'll see. I don't know.
Well, he's going to save himself some money first before spending all of it. So
Well,
he's right.
yeah.
He's going to the
he's
locker.
going straight to the CHGO locker.
That's what I'm saying. He's going straight to the locker, and then he's going to go ahead and get the
I see.
casino.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. I'm with you, Will. I'm with you.
And you know why I made it a 7-leg parlay? It's because the more legs you add, the bigger the boost, the bigger your shot to win big.
Ooh,
So
at
much
DraftKings
bigness.
Sportsbook.
so large.
Bigliness.
Colossal.
Download that DraftKings Sportsbook app now and be sure to use promo code CHGO when you sign up. And one more time, a $5 moneyline bet on any NBA game tonight, including Bulls Thunder, gets you $150 in free bets if your team wins. That's promo code CHGO at DraftKings Sportsbook. Before we dive into this Thunder team that we have facing us tonight, guys, wanted to give a quick shout out to one of the youngest and best Bulls fans out there.
Okay.
See Red Ted?
C-Red Ted is tuning into pregame right now.
Red Theodore.
Our guy Mark K and his little one. Look at that. Look, there's us, and there's C-Red Ted.
Man, Ted is a big kid, man.
I mean,
He's going straight to the league, man.
I mean, look at him. How old
the man in the middle.
NBL, NBA. That's
That's the
progression.
road, man. Like, man, dude, seriously. Put him to work soon. My goodness.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it. Look at the focus, though.
36ers, here we come.
Yeah, that kid should be, spreading mulch or something.
Yeah, man, seriously, man. Yeah.
Laying some sod.
I guarantee you Mark K built that, though. With that TV
That-
stand right there. I
entertainment
guarantee you he
structure
built
right there?
that. Yes, I guarantee it.
And it's childproof. You see those little
Oh, yeah, the
No half
child
stepping,
proof
man.
clasps
What are those
on the
called?
drawers.
Yeah, class. There you go.
Yeah.
No half stepping right there.
He's a good dad.
He is.
He
He's a
is.
good dad.
He's a good dad.
Well, you know what's inside those drawers that he needs them to be childproofed is the awful Bulls takes of his unknown Uncle C-Red Fred. You got to keep those locked up
Keep
tight.
those
In a drawer.
locked away.
Keep those C-Red Fred tweets locked tightly in a childproof drawer.
That's where the scripture is.
Yeah. Something 7, right? All right, guys. The Bulls have a tough task at hand tonight, and that is trying to find a way to contain SGA.
Yes.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, this rising superstar in the NBA. Did y'all know that he is 3rd in the NBA in points per game as of today?
Crazy.
31.1 points per game. There you see some of the rankings of SGA among all NBA players right now. There you see scoring at the top, 3rd. Look at that also, free throw attempts and free throw percentage. He's getting to the line 5th most of any NBA players and has the 10th best free throw percentage in the league right now. Also getting it done on the defensive end, 6th in the NBA in steals. But then look at this. You see he doesn't shoot a lot of threes, but what he does do is shoot and make a gazillion 2-point field goal attempts. He leads the NBA in made field goals total and made field goals from inside the arc. And you see the minor difference there, 188 to just 169.
Yeah.
I mean, this dude is getting it done inside the arc.
I feel like I heard this stat somewhere, and I'm probably going to butcher it because I don't know it off the top of my head.
Okay.
But I think he is the first player since Shaquille O'Neal to average 30 points per game on less than 2 3-pointers attempted per game.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That is
I'm not
crazy.
positive I have that right, so don't quote me on it, but that's just wild.
It sounds like it could be right.
Yeah,
All right, you
I'm
can
a
quote
coach.
me. You
I'm a
can
coach. I'm a coach. Yeah, I'm a coach. It's the GOAT, man.
I mean, it's crazy. Like he's not necessarily at the same level of, DeMar, master of the mid-range, but he can hit from mid-range. But even more impressively is the ways that he's been getting to the rim. You see it. He's either getting to the free throw line or finishing at the rim and doing so very efficiently, Dave.
You know, what I like about young players like that is when you look at their stats and you can just see each year getting better and better and better and better and better. And he's taking leaps. Like, it's not even small steps. Every single year there is a leap for SGA. Like last year, I believe he was, 24 a game. And now, like you said, he's 31 a game, man. Top 3
Huge
scorer.
leap.
Like a huge threat every time he steps on the floor, man. And, yeah, he's just something to behold out there. His field goal percentage gets better every single time, man. Like, I just really – and he's just so much fun to watch at the same time. And not being a big three-point shooter, people like to call him that throwback kind of player. Like, oh, he doesn't shoot threes. That's a throwback. No, that dude just is a scorer. That's just plain and simple is what he is. Like, he's not DeMar, like you mentioned. You know what I'm saying? That's a throwback kind of player. But no, this dude just knows, look, I'm going to get to this bucket, and I'm going to put the ball into it. And I'm going to do it at a high clip.
His numbers this year are just absurd. Obviously, the 31 points, but he's shooting 52% from the field, 38 from 3, and 92 from the free throw line.
Come on.
5 rebounds, 6 assists, 1.8 steals, 1.4 blocks. Like, he's just doing everything.
It's MVP numbers.
And the thing that I love about him is kind of the thing that I love about Luka, which is like, he's not going to blow you away with athleticism. He's not like blowing by you off the dribble and like dunking on you. He's very herky-jerky, start and stop, and just like the moves that he uses, the pacing, the speed up, slow down, deceleration, acceleration, getting to like his spots in the short mid-range. He's got these like little floaters and little like step back, fade away type stuff. He's so cool and like fun to watch. And there aren't too many guys like that in the NBA.
Yes.
And I love guys that do it their own way. Like you said, he's not DeMar in the sense that he's like got this super aesthetic fade away jumper at the elbow. But I mean, he just like gets to the rim however he wants. It is kind of Luka-like.
Yeah. Fontaine Creamer in the comments saying, we have Io and Caruso. I'm not worried. Will, if you're Billy, who are you tasking primarily with trying to contain SGA tonight?
Well, it's tough because he's not even their only primary ball handler.
True.
Right.
They have our guy, Jalen Williams, who I think is playing at a pretty high level. Obviously, Josh Giddey. I mean, I think you probably start with Io on him just because he'll be out there in the starting lineup, and then Caruso will definitely get some reps. But I think the Bulls are well equipped. I could see Javonte getting some chances on him. They just need to get guys like into his airspace because he can't really get going downhill at all if people are crowding his space. So
Right.
I think that like guys who are good at that, which are Io, Javonte, and Caruso, I think are going to be the ones.
And just to say it, like he only played since, the Western Conference, they only played twice. He only played one time, the Bulls last year, because that time he was out with an injury earlier on. The game he played, 31 and 10 assists. Like,
Is that good?
yeah, I've heard that was good. You know what I mean? Like, he's pretty solid. 2 of 5 from 3, shot 52% from the field. So, yeah, like, it's not, you do have to worry about it, is why I'm reading you that stat. It's something to worry about and be concerned with, because that dude can play, man.
He's at the level where it's not like try to shut him down. It's like try to
Right.
hold him to or below his averages.
and take care of people around him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You're like, nah, he's gonna ball. Get everybody else around him. Yeah.
Drewish in
Which ain't easy
comments
either.
saying play the same way they did as they did against Boston and Milwaukee, and they'll have success in at least slowing him down. I mean, we saw the Bulls play some competent, at like above competent defense in those 2 wins earlier this week. Whether it's SGA or just trying to slow down this Thunder offense in general, which is respectable. This is a young team, and they are struggling, and they have more losses than wins in that competitive Western Conference. But they are 6th in the NBA in points per game, fifth in the NBA in points per game at 116.9. They've got options. It's not all SGA. I saw somebody King say he's balling, but does OKC have another go-to? They have nearly 6 guys averaging double figures between SGA, Giddey, Lou Dort, our guy.
Lou Dort.
Shout out to Sabine. Trey Mann, Jalen Williams, who you just mentioned, Will, and then Pukashevsky. Is that how you say it? Poku.
Pokuševski.
I mean, yeah, like this team, it's young. They don't have a whole lot of experience, but they got length, they got talent, they got athleticism, and they're putting up points.
And we also, I think, got to shout out their coach, Mark Daignault, who is just making so much out of so little, essentially. I mean, these last 2 years, he's really overachieved with this group. It's kind of like Tibbs back in the day with the Bulls, where he's just really getting the most out of his group. And obviously, they've got a lot of young talent, but the way they're defending, playing through Shai, obviously, like they're going to be a really, really strong team, especially next year when they get Chet back, and then whoever they add in the draft, they've got 1 million picks. Like they're building.
1 million, yes.
They're building.
1 million picks.
Literally 1 million.
Yes, literally.
Speaking of Giddey, who is one of those near 6 Thunder players in double figures this season, he's averaging 15 a game, not to mention the balanced stuff that he's doing on the boards, dishing dimes. There you see his season averages so far.
Dishing dimes.
This is a guy who made all-rookie second team last season, his being the 6th overall pick from the Thunder last year. Shout out to our guy Marquet, who has been harping on Giddey being a real NBA talent since he was coming into last year's NBA draft. There were some doubters who didn't think Giddey had what it takes. What's up, Fred?
Twice?
Yeah, well, it's because we're talking about Josh Giddey.
All right, go ahead, man.
And like one of the most classic Mark and Fred arguments on Bulls Twitter over the past year has been whether or not Josh Giddey is good at basketball. Right now, it very much appears that our guy Mark Hay winning that argument because Giddey, very good at basketball.
Very, very good at basketball, man, and completely fun to watch also. Like when you watch his game, like you said, it's very complete. I don't like saying LeBron James, but that's who I think of, honestly, when I think of Josh Giddey and watch his game. It's very LeBron-esque because except I would say the scoring is more unassuming. For me, when I look at it, I'm like, oh, wow, he scored that many points? Because I saw the rebounds and I'm seeing the assists. I forget that, man, he's scoring out there too. Well, that's because of SGA. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason I forget about it a lot. But, man, he's just so skilled, and I think the way he does it frees up SGA to not have to be that guy, to have to do everything. But like, no, dude, I'm going to take care of this. You will score. You go do your thing and you do that. I'll handle everything else.
He is one of those guys that is just a savant passing the ball. Like the way he sees the floor, I think really the question for him is more like, does he have the explosion off the dribble to be able to put pressure on the rim because the shot isn't there? So defenses can just kind of go under all these screens and kind of force him to try to make a play. If he ever gets to the point where he gets an advantage and has like a lane downhill, he will just pick you apart because his vision, the ball placement, like everything about his playmaking is just like top tier. So he's a really special passer. Needs to work on some other stuff to really open up his game, but he is a great young player.
He is.
Shout out to our guy Troy hanging out in the comments who said, proud of Giddey, drafted from my beloved 36ers, the Adelaide 36ers, correct?
Yes, sir.
Our guy Joey's hanging out in the comments too, and he's wondering, you guys, if we have any early Goon of the Night candidates. Joey's feeling Drummond tonight.
Okay.
Laura says she would love a Drummond Goon of the Night. Drew is riding Kobe.
Ooh. For his
Goon of the Night candidates.
Okay.
I would also love a Drummond Goon of the Night tonight.
That would be awesome to see.
You know what? Actually, to prove to me that the lower back isn't bothering him,
Okay.
give me Javante tonight. I want all 5 Javantes running around out there tonight
5
in all the
goons,
ways that all 5
night.
Javantes know how to do.
He said we're gonna need 6 Javante. That's all.
I wouldn't mind that.
No, that's not a bad thing.
That is not a bad
More
thing.
Javantes, the better out there, man. Yeah, like Goon, I like how Goon of the Night is now taking off and people are enjoying it and having fun with that. That makes me smile. I like that kind of stuff right there. But I don't have an early candidate though. But Dalen Terry keeps popping in my head.
Yeah.
For some reason, like I feel like he was close last game. You know, when he did the move where he did the too small and then he stepped on it. That was Goon stuff right there, man. And he was going crazy on the sideline if you were watching him like that. But yeah, man, like let's see what Dalen does. He might have some things for these young guys in OKC.
I think after I made the dancing cat full of Dalens, he has to step up to. He has to step up.
That might be my favorite dancing
It
cat.
was so
Well
good.
sir.
It was
Very
so
well
good.
done.
I mean,
So
he's just
good.
providing me with so much material. I could not do it.
It's incredible.
You had to.
It's like the Swirsky one,
It is the worst.
but instead it's just a bunch of dancing Dalens. I
done.
love the alliteration of dancing Dalens.
Dancing
it just
Dalens.
rolls right off the tongue. It's very
Dancing
satisfying.
Dalens.
Who knows? Maybe we'll see another one tonight. Who knows?
I would
knows?
love that.
Who
knows?
I would love it.
I'm with it. In a Bulls victory, by the way.
Speaking of Bulls victory, Chris in the comments says, Meathead take, Bulls win by 30.
Bring it on, Chris.
Would love that.
Come on with it.
Would absolutely love that. I don't know. I think this Thunder team is about to give us a fight tonight.
They always do.
I think that's about to happen.
Honestly, when I think of the Thunder, I don't think of blowouts. Like each game is usually a close game when we go up against them, or they do something that I'm like, damn, we can't stop them tonight. And we know, Will, the Bulls struggle with length, and they are long as hell.
And they're also not like trying to lose this year.
Right.
They are, let's see, 7-11.
7-11, yep.
They have lost 3 in a row, but like they've been in all these games. All these games are competitive. Like we've been talking about, they have a ton of talent. They're well coached. They're not like, I think probably at some point they will start to head towards the bottom, but like they're trying to build something. And in order to do that, you have to play well. You have to come together. And I think they're on their way. So I do not expect them to roll over. The Bulls, this is a game where they really need to win. Like we've talked about before, where are these wins going to come from on this road trip? This is a game they have to get, but it's not going to just be a walkover.
No, but this is the one before we watched them win in Milwaukee on Wednesday that we all looked at this huge
Like,
road trip
here's a shot,
and
yes.
was like, here's the one that we can hopefully maybe win.
And it would take you to 3-0 on this road trip, man.
Right.
That's 2-0 on this road trip,
2-0 on
which
the road
would be an awesome start.
And third consecutive win overall,
yes,
which would be
correct,
great.
which would be an awesome start for the Bulls.
Speaking of dancing Dalens, Laura in the comments, prancing Patricks.
Okay.
I love that. And speaking of Patrick, Devin in the comments is saying, I'm calling it now the first P. Will 20-point game of the season tonight.
Let's
All right.
go, man.
Love that.
Why
Meanwhile,
not?
Ostis Jr., our guy, what's up, predicting a Vooch 20-20 game.
Honestly, I
They
can see
don't
that.
have a
can see that,
true
bro.
big to really go against them. So I do
Yeah.
like I think Joey called out Drummond.
Yes.
I think these are the kind of games where Vooch really goes off.
Yes.
We saw it against the Celtics. We've seen it against some of these smaller teams that they don't really have anybody to defend him in the post. Maybe we'll see the Bulls go down low a little bit.
Down to the low. And I got a quick. What are y'all eating for this, man? You got leftover. I see my man Juan got a ham sandwich ready to go. I saw somebody else say they eating a pumpkin pie. What they gonna watch this? What are y'all eating to watch this? What are the leftovers, man? I need to know about these things. Look at that. Look at Scott right there. Eating a whole
I know.
pie.
I brought some leftover meatloaf to the office.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
about to go to town on
the
that.
meatloaf.
Oh, I brought some food too. I brought some of the vegan stuff we had yesterday, man. I'm so excited. The vegan macaroni and cheese. You know what I'm saying?
That's
the vegan
not a
lasagna.
thing.
It's amazing,
You know
man.
what you need for mac and cheese? Dairy. All kinds of dairy. You need milk. You need cheese. You can't do that if you're vegan.
Yeah, keep on. And it's going to be delicious. Oh, I can't wait to eat it, man. It's amazing stuff.
It's great to be back.
Isn't it?
It's great to be
Isn't
back.
it? Soccer and vegan food and wrestling. We're still doing the same shit, baby. It's the best.
Some things never change.
Nope.
know
Laura's got one more. Jumping Javantes.
Oh.
She said I could keep going.
Javantes.
Oh, my
Don't
goodness.
Stop. Don't stop, baby.
Kim
Did I say
saying
meatloaf with cheese in
OKC
it?
is scary like Sacramento. Could catch you slipping. You know what OKC doesn't have, though? A giant beam shooting out of the top of their stadium when they win.
Light
The
the beam,
beam.
baby.
Turn on the beam.
Light the beam.
That might be the best thing about this NBA season so far.
It's the best. It's the best, man.
The Kong's beam. It is 7 p.m. Chicago time, y'all. You know what that means. Tip off right around the corner.
Let's go.
Let's go watch a Bulls game. Hopefully we're watching a Bulls victory. Coming back here to the Winners Lounge to talk about it on postgame. Before you head out, hit that thumbs up. If you were watching with us on YouTube, appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. Follow Will_Gottlieb, Big Dave's at Balby at WL Sports, and Bulls_Peck. Shout out to our producer and our guy, Steven, rocking the controls. We will see you right back here for postgame after the conclusion of Bulls Thunder.
Eat.
Let's get our 3rd straight dub.
Food.
Eat those leftovers.
Do it.
See Red be good.